Good morning to everybody. Today we are going to discuss a case of passion for legal education even by the old people. You might have seen the press. A woman by name Rajkumari Tyagi, aged about 77 years, belonging to Haryana state. So she filed a writ petition under Article 32 of the Constitution of India, requesting the Supreme Court to change the rule number 11 of clause 28 of Schedule 3 of the Bar Council of India legal rules. Right? Actually, she is based on the very famous case of Rishabh Duggal versus Bar Council of India 2019. In which case the Honorable Supreme Court of India asked the BCI to reconsider the upper age limit. Right? Now, let us know what transpired or what is the background of this woman, all these things. Now, the petitioner, Srimati Rajkumari Tyagi, she is, of course, she is a widow and she has to look after the estate of her deceased husband. And she has to move around the courts in the civil matters. So therefore, instead of approaching the advocates and other things, she thought it is better to study LLB. Right? She has stated in her petition that the applicant is desirous of pursuing the LLB not only to gain knowledge and utilize her time judiciously, but also to note the nitty-gritty of law, to aid and assist in managing the estate of her late husband without having to consult a lawyer and understand the most basic formalities of law. This is her intention, right? But when she approached the colleges in her vicinity of her area and also in Delhi, she was informed of the age restrictions as per the BCI rules, and it was learned that she is not eligible to pursue her studies of LLB because she is aged 77 years. Now, what is the real position? Friends, you may be knowing, very recently we discussed regarding the Rule 5 of legal education rules. Already we discussed a case law also. Rule 5 of the that is Madras High Court has asked the BCI to reconsider the entry of straight the distance education people into LLB, and it should not be encouraged. That means people who have studied in the regular classes only should be allowed to study LLB. Now here this is regarding Rule 11. So clause 28 of Schedule 3, it has imposed a rule, Rule 11, stating that the persons who wanted to pursue the LLB of 3 years course, they should be of below 30 years. And for the integrated course, that means 5 years course, they should have the age limit of 20 years. Those who have crossed 20, they are not eligible. So this is the rule. At present this is continuing. Of course, this was not anyway. So this is the present position. Even of course in Andhra Pradesh the situation is different. We will discuss that also later. Right? So she has continued her inquiries, and on further inquiries she came to know that she is, of course, there is also confusion in the age restrictions due to different high courts giving different judgments, and in some states there are stay orders. So basing on that only, in Andhra Pradesh, in certain schools, colleges, the people who have crossed 60 years of age, they are also being admitted. Of course, I have to confess that my case is also one such. I have studied law during the academic year 2011 to 2014. Yes, at the time also this gap was there, they were told, but of course at the time the case was under stay orders. Of course, still there are certain stay orders. So therefore, even in the Rishabh Duggal case also, even though the Supreme Court has given a direction, it was not followed. Still the 30 years and 20 years gap is there. Therefore, she wanted to bring it to the notice of the Supreme Court. Now, she is stating that being in the advanced stage of her life, she wishes the Supreme Court to intervene in the matter because it is a violation of Article 14, equality before law, and also Article 21, which brings within its ambit. Article 21 says the right to read and be educated in a medium of instruction, notwithstanding the age limitation. This is also as per Article 21. So she has mentioned the violation of Article 14 and Article 21 and requests the Supreme Court to interfere. Now let us see the legal position. Let's go back to 1993. Actually, Bar Council of India brought resolution number 64 by 1993, where they say that people of less than people, the cutoff date period is 45 years. People of 45 years and less, they are eligible for admission to LLB, and people who have crossed 45 years not eligible. Right? Please remember, in the year 1995, in the case of Indian Council of Legal Aid and Advice, Indian Council of Legal Aid and Advice versus Bar Council of India, 1995. They filed a case against this Bar Council of India resolution, and the Supreme Court was pleased to strike it down as ultra vires, ineffective under Advocates Act, and also for violating the Article 14. Right? So now that age limit has gone. But later, on 14/9/2008, Bar Council of India passed resolution number 110 by 2008 in class 28. So here they have fixed the age 20 and 30 years course. But immediately more than 200 writ petitions were filed challenging the resolution, and many high courts gave interim orders. And one or two cases we'll discuss. In the case of M. Santosh Anthony Vareed, M. Santosh Anthony Vareed versus the Registrar, Tamil Nadu, Dr. Ambedkar Law University. Alright, 2009, Madras High Court said yes, it has upheld the age limit of 20 and 30 years. But in the case of Rajan Sharma versus Bar Council of India, 2010, Punjab and Haryana High Court took a different view and held that the Rule 11 is beyond the competence of the Bar Council of India, and therefore this class 28 Rule 11 is ultra vires. Finished, it's gone. So later, Bar Council of India appointed a one-man committee, and of course they withdrew the class 28 or Rule 11. But in the meanwhile, say some case, that is Ashok versus Secretary, Ministry of Labour and Justice, 2015. In this case, clause 28 was once again resumed or resurrected. That means, yes, the High Court has stated, Supreme Court stated that the age gap is 100% allowed. So, therefore, later, Rishabh Duggal versus Bar Council of India, he has filed a case. Now, basing on this Ashok case, once again, Bar Council of India resurrected the clause that people of 20 and 30 years are eligible for 5 years and 3 years course. Right? Now, this woman, once again, she has stated so many things. She says that even for MBA, Chartered Accountancy, that is Secretary, CS, that is Company Secretary, and also for some BEd courses, they do not have any upper age limit. I know one Dr. Ravipad Prasadra of Ongole, he has been pursuing MBA at the age of 87 years. Right? In some states, the medical courses also do not have any upper age limit. Therefore, it is therefore prayed that she is requesting the Supreme Court to declare class 28 or Rule 11 of Schedule 3 of the Bar Council of India, that is legal education rules. They are violative under Article 14, Article 19, Clause 1, and also Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Right? So, therefore, she is saying that she has got a fundamental right to pursue her education, and it may be allowed. Let us see what will happen and what the Supreme Court will decide. But anyway, here we have to appreciate her passion for legal education at the age of 77 years. Great woman. Let us see what will happen. Thank you.